Hi girls, the magical tale of Princess Anita Shimerdiamond, part 6, and this is called After the Ball, and this is the last part of the story. Early the next morning, Princess Anita had visitors. She was sitting by the window in the sun, reading her favourite book, eating a banana for breakfast, and practicing holding her breath for long periods, just in case she ever needed to. She could do it for 2 minutes, but her target was 3. First, Queen Anne arrived as usual. She had just sat down on her chair by the window when there was a loud clanging of the huge doorbell, and a loud voice called, "May I come in?" Princess Anita recognised the voice of the king and ran to open the door. She was nervous. You see, she had never spoken to the king or seen him up close, not ever. But remembering her manners, the little princess curtsied gracefully to her father. Curtsying with 5 legs is not very easy, but Queen Anne had figured out a way to do it, and Anita had practiced until it was perfect. Cranky King Caspar stood inside the door with his hands behind his back. "Yes, began the king, as he tried to look at the little princess, but he was embarrassed and kept looking away. "It was you last night, child, my child. I saw you. Yes, I saw you fly through the air to save your sisters. Yes, it was you. It had to be. Dressed in black and flying like a bird, swooping down to save your sisters, who have shunned you and ignored you from the day you were born, just as yes, your father did." The big man looked sadly down at his hands. "What kind of family are we? Dear heavens!" "It was you! Oh, my wonderful little darling, how clever you are, how brave! The palace doctor tells me that your sisters will recover. The nasty spots and the marks are starting to fade already and should be completely gone in a week. They are still scratching and are being very rude to the nurse." Queen Anne took her little daughter's hand and with a tear in her eye said, "Thank you for being clever and brave. But most of all, thank you for being kind. You are indeed a treasure." "Yes, quite so," grumbled the king. "It will do those 2 selfish young ladies good not to be so vain, for a few days at least. The palace wizard believes that had Sind and Ella finished their drinks, they would be tortured with pussy spots and itches for the rest of their lives. But it looks like they will soon be well enough to demand another party, bigger and more expensive. Ungrateful wretches!" "But," said the king, standing up straighter and looking at Princess Anita kindly, "it looks like I have one daughter who is truly kind and brave and clever. You must come to the palace and live like a princess should, not locked up in this tower. I should never have sent you here. I have been a bad king, a bad father. So you may come home. But please, please," he looked at Anita in her jumpsuit, "could you wear some clothes? A dress, perhaps?" Princess Anita Shimerdiamond giggled. "Oh, that is wonderful. Thank you, my king. I can bring my baby girl home," said lovely Queen Anne, and she cried with joy. Princess Anita put her hands on her mother's cheeks and wiped the tears. "Thank you, King Papa," she said shyly, but I don't think that is a good idea. I think I would like to stay here in my tower and practice my powers. I will watch over the palace, and as I get older, I will be much more useful if I stay a secret. The king thought for a moment. He looked relieved. Very wise indeed, he said. I see now that not only do I have a wise and wonderful daughter, I have a secret bodyguard. Anita smiled. A secret weapon, more like, she thought to herself. Thank you, King Papa, she said. I am glad I could help. As you wish, my dear. I hope you can forgive this old man and will allow him to come and visit you from time to time. The big king smiled, bent down, clicked the heels of his shiny shoes, and took the little girl's hand in his and kissed it. Now, thanks to you, we can all relax. The confounded ball is over. Contrary Lady Mary, safely locked in the royal dungeons. Your two demanding sisters will be better soon. Yes, thanks to you, little princess, it has all turned out right in the end. But Princess Anita Shimmerddiamond knew things. Her little unicorn horn was glowing warmer and pinker. Trouble, she said silently to herself. I must go practice my powers. This is not the end. The end. I'm sure all of you saw the nice little pictures that we have that Vivian has drawn, and you also probably noticed that there were no colours. That is because I am going to send them to you so that you can print them out and colour them in yourselves. So you see the little unicorn horn here beside, and the curly hair around it, so you can colour them all in yourselves. I think that would be nice. It was nice meeting you, and I hope you enjoyed the story. Bye-bye.